Hello, welcome back to Crafters TV. My name is Joe Remblance and it's a Wednesday. I had to check then. It's hard to know, isn't it, at the moment, what day it actually is. I know you guys are feeling exactly the same. They all blend into one at the moment, but Wednesday means that it's time for creative cravings. Now, whether you are fairly new to craft, whether you're learning a new type of craft, this show is all about beginners and it's all about taking it back to basics and also putting together collections which are going to allow you to maybe experiment and maybe try something new within your crafting journey. We've got loads of fabulous deals coming up for you in the show. Not just fabulous deals, also fabulous friends as well. Debbie, how are you?
Hello, I'm back again. No, twice in one day, you lucky devils, you've been spoilt rotten. But yes, I'm here today for Creative Craving. It's been a while since I've done a Creative Craving show, but I'm super excited and really looking forward to bringing you lots of inspiration, hopefully. A couple of new techniques maybe that you've not tried before either. So we've got lots coming up in the show planned for you.
We do, loads of you joining us already. I'm monitoring the conversation over on the Crafters TV Facebook page. I can see Christine is here, Julia from Colorado, Catherine saying good morning, Kathy saying hi, you're in from New Mexico and in Connecticut. I can see Marcy is on Palm Coast, Florida, but it's nice there at the moment. And Georgianne is saying hi to me and Debbie from Clearwater as well in Florida. Happy Wednesday. And also Beth from North Dakota. Keep getting your hellos in. Also, our social media details along the bottom of the screen just here. If you want to send us any pictures, you can do that as well. You can get in touch with us direct in the studio by emailing us at studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk. We'll have a little look in the inbox as we go through the show and show some of your pictures if we get time. There's loads coming up in the show. I just want to quickly tell you about this before I go back to Debbie for this is our hero tool. So on Creative Cravings, we always have an essential, a crafty essential that you need. If you need some cushion for the pushing, then this is what you need when it comes to stamping. $4.79 in the UK, $6.36 in the US. And also, this is, I'm right in thinking, Deb, this is all about getting clear, clean, precise stamping, isn't it?
It is. It really does help when it comes to stamping. I used to find stamping really difficult. I've spoke about this on many occasions. It was something I used to think, I can't do stamping until I actually had the right equipment. I loved your little saying, cushion for the what? Pushing.
Cushion for the pushing.
I love that saying. I think I'm going to use that one, Joe.
Okay.
But what it does is it absorbs the pressure when you're actually stamping, when you're stamping anything, whether it be Graham mounted stamps, whether it be acrylic stamps, whether it be photopolymer stamps, whether it be red stamps, whether it be those stamps on your wooden blocks, because they know that there's still a lot of people out there, I'm one of them, that has still quite got a lot of stamps in my collection, but this is the perfect tool for that. Not only is it absolutely lightweight, but it's durable. It's got a perfect, it's like almost like a non-slip, but it's very sturdy when you get that. Let me just move that there so you can see it. You've got all your grid lines going across. Now this is a 30.5 centimetre square. And you can see all the grid lines on there. What does she call them? Cross lines, our Leanne. Does she call them or air lines? I can never remember what she called it.
It's called a crosshair.
A crosshair. Oh, I knew it was something between the two. I got there in the end. But crossline, hair, whatever it is. But it just helps when you want to line things up. So sometimes you might not be able to see things straight. You've got this. And it, can I just say, works perfectly with our stamping platform system. We have a 4x4, a 6x6 and an 8x8, and this works perfectly over the top so that you can get absolute perfect precision stamping every single time. It really is a fabulous tool to have in your stash when it comes to stamping. It's my must-have and it's made my stamping life a lot more easier, Joe. It really has.
And it is our hero tool. Now the thing is, because it's our hero tool, it means we only hold the deal for 24 hours. So if you want to grab it, get an essential in your crafty stash, then you've got 24 hours to do so. Now I'm going to dive into the deals in just a second, but Debbie, do you want to tantalise and tease us with some of the finished projects that we're going to be taking everyone through in this next couple of hours?
Well, I am going to be doing some Zentangling in a bit, which I'm really looking forward to, with our Spectrum Noir outliners, and I know that you're going to enjoy this bit because anybody can do a bit of Zentangling. It's a lovely, it's patterns within a patterns. It's something that takes you away from the world of all the stresses and you can get lost in it. It's absolutely fabulous. So stay tuned, I'm going to show you a little bit of that. But I've also got a couple of my very favourite latest products that we've launched, and one of them is one of my all-time favourite dies sets ever, which is the Edgeables. So I've got lots of Edgeables and I'm just going to show you just a few so you can see this gorgeous, beautiful butterfly Edgeable. Now, Edgeables for me are probably one of the most, not underrated because that's not the right word, but one of the dies that you can absolutely do loads and loads of different things. So they're very, very versatile. You can die cut on the top of an edge. You can go down the side of an edge of a card, and that's a lovely gatefold there that we've got on that one. You can use it for making beautiful panels, and just keep tuned is just what I'm going to say about this one in the middle. But these are the kind of things that you can do. Look how gorgeous this is, using your embossing folders and having it as a standalone card. I just think looks incredible going down the side there. But you can take it, like I said, you can use it on the top of your card. You can also layer it up. Stay tuned because that's what I'm going to be doing. And then a couple more, I'll just show you. What, look at this. Again, there's so many ways you can use these beautiful Edgeables. They are fabulous. So that's just one of them. And then, oh, can I just show you a couple of others? Just a couple of others, very quickly. Because, sorry Joe, I'm infringing on your time. Can I just show you these? Look at these beautiful sentiments. They are absolutely fabulous.
You love it all by the sounds of it.
Do you know, when you come to die cutting and things like this, Joe, I get in my little element, and anything sparkly as well. We've got something coming up extra special as well later on in the show.
It is going to be a fun-filled show. Oh, also, don't forget...
Uh-oh.
The 5 in 5 will be here a little later in the show as well. We couldn't forget that. I've managed to find my horn for Debbie, and we're going to have a fast-paced 5 in 5 a little later as well. Now, should we start with the Zentangle, which is this lovely lot just here. So Zentangle, it is a meditative form of doodling. You're just so zen. You're so zen, Debbie. That's what it is. We've put this together to allow you to create and do fabulous Zentangling, because, you know, at the moment, if you love your colouring or maybe you love sort of doodling, this is a great way of going with it. So you're going to get the rocker blocks included, which are fabulous to have, and it's a set of 4 rocker blocks that you're getting in here. You've also got these lovely stamps. Now, these stamps are perfect. Oh, hello, nearly dropped them. Perfect to allow you to Zentangling. That's the floral fusion stamps that we are looking at. So that's fantastic. You've got something to stamp with. You've got some stamps. You're going to need some ink as well. So that's what you've got. You've got a finesse ink pad within here. And we're going to give you the art lines. Now, how many are you getting? 2, 4, 6. You're getting 8 of the art liners in a assortment of colours, which is fantastic. So you've got everything that you need to get you started. So if you want to go for this one, it's going to be busy for this. I just know it is, because it's not something we feature an awful lot. £29 or $41 is your price. You're saving about £12 in the UK there, so you've got a great saving 30%. Debbie absolutely loves this and can't wait to guide us through it as we go through the show. Okay, so much on the show. Oh, string pull is the next one. We were sort of having a go with this before the show, and I must say it is absolutely fabulous. If you love abstract designs, and you've got everything you need to create this fabulous technique. So you've got to get a die and stamp included. So it's this one here. The die actually cuts the friend, and then what you've got are all of the different sentiments around it. And the great thing is about these, that what you can do is you can customize the way that you build them up in order to create a different sentiment. So it's completely up to you what you do with that one. So you've got the stamp and die included for that. You're going to get the baker's twine, which is going to enable you to do the fabulous string pull. You've got a glue tape pen, because, I mean, look, let's face it, you can never have too many of our Crafts Companion tape pens. They are stronger and longer than other ones that you'll find out there on the market. You get 16 sheets of the Nina cardstock, and also you get the winter warmers Cozy Christmas, collection of the Sparklings. Now, you know how much you love our sparkle pens? This is the ink inside our sparkle pens, but in a pot. And that's great because it means you can do loads of things with it. And Debbie's going to take us through a few of those possibilities through the show. Now, if you love the look of the fancy fonts, but you're thinking, not really sure about the rest of it, we've got the fancy fonts in loads of other sets. Shall I just grab the, I've got, you know when you put it somewhere really safe that you don't know where you put it? So I'll quickly take you through a few of the ones that we've got. I won't take you through all of them because I'll show you them all later in the show. But you've got sorry, and then things like you're leaving, I missed your birthday, things have been a bit rubbish. You've got things, I love that, sorry, things have been a bit rubbish. Sums it up really, doesn't it? Thinking of you on your birthday, anniversary, special day. So you see how versatile these are going to be because you can really mix and match those sentiments. You've got special there with everything you need. Go and have a look at the full selection of those on the website. Go shop the show underneath this show on craftscompanion.co.uk.com.au. They're always very popular when we bring them to you at full price. So to get them 3 for £15 or £15 or $20 is a great price. Now, Edgeable starter kit. This is going to be really popular. I know you guys are going to love this because these Edgeables that we've bought for you, the lace Edgeables, are divine. They really are. They are, let me make sure I get this right, tessellating? Is that the right word? Is that the right word? I'm asking Debbie and she is looking at me as if I have just reinvented the wheel.
I was in another world there, Joe. I was just eyeballing that lovely die and I got completely lost in that design of that die.
She's too zen. That's what it is. It's all the Zentangling. She's in a deep meditative state. What we've got in here for you is this Edgeable. So you've got the traditional lace Edgeable in here. You're also going to get some gorgeous, and when I say gorgeous, I know I say gorgeous a lot, but I mean super, super gorgeous cardstock. Now, this is the Garden of Love mirrored cardstock. Look at this. Do you know what it looks like? You know, we did the rose gold Gemini. It looks a bit like that, doesn't it? You've got it in the gold. You've got that lovely sort of blue, shiny blue-green, I guess you'd call that. And then you've got that other lovely gold there as well. So you've got 4 colours, 6 of each in there. You're also going to get some lovely satin ribbon and a tape pen as well. Great value there, £23 through all of that. There are some others as well. There is a larger collection where you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the Edgeables and also the fuchsia as well. Should we show them? Do you want to have a look? Okay, let's take you through them. So, I've knocked something over. Oh, I've knocked me in. What am I like? Oh. There we go. You stay there. Let me take you through them. So the first one you've got here is the ornate henna. Look how beautiful it is. If you want loads of ideas of what you can do with our Edgeables as well, Sarah did an Edgeable masterclass the week before last, I think. So do go and see that. You've got the Venetian scrolls. These are really lovely. I love just how detailed and intricate all of them are. You've got the Edwardian rose, which is that one there. Really beautiful. Imagine paper piecing that one back together. You've got the Schmetterling lace, which is this one just here. Butterflies, of course, always so popular. And you've also got Heartfelt Wishes, which is that one just there. Now, that is your lace Edgeable collection. That is going to be really busy. Oh, you're also getting in there, I believe, are you getting thank you in there as well? And you're going to get the thank you one as well, I'm seeing there. So really, you've got 6 there for £42, and you get the fuchsia Centura Pearl, which is just beautiful. Really, really gorgeous. Can you see how beautiful that is? It is glitzy. It's going to be very busy, this collection, because the lace Edgeable is always so very busy. If you want to get your orders in, now's a great time to do so. Over on the website, craftscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. Anything you want to know as well in this show, so we use it a bit like a crafty clinic. You can ask Debbie anything that you want, as long as it's not too personal, and she'll do her best to answer it for you. The mini's also available, and that is on the show. It's been very busy in recent weeks. It's a great deal. It's $29.99. You get the free bag, and the bag is worth $12.99. We're including that totally free of charge. We'll be looking at that in more detail a little bit later. But for now, I'm going to leave you in the very capable hands of our Debbie.
Why, thank you very much, Joe. Now, I talked about the Edgeables, and that's what I'm going to kickstart the show off with. I adore Edgeable dies. I have a love affair. I'm not telling no lies, a love affair with Edgeables because the versatility of this die is phenomenal. On the top of your cardstock, going diagonally on the cardstock, going to the side of your cardstock, layering it up, which is what I'm going to do right now and using it a different way. So if you do have smaller machines, this is perfect for that. If you need to do this technique, you can more than welcome to do this technique by die cutting out loads of times and layering them up. But it is a fabulous die. You can see the size of the die, but the versatility that this die actually does and creates is it's off the chart amazing. And that's why I love Edgeables. Now then, going back to that fabulous deal, in the collection, there is always this beautiful cardstock. Joe's not lying when we talk about this cardstock being utterly divine. It is mirror card. You can actually see it. Look at it. Look, oh, hello. Oh no, we'll not go that shot. We'll take that one out of there. What happened there? It did me 5 chins, Joe. It did me 5 chins. I was like, I was doing this, flicking up, and I went like this, and I went, oh no, we're not going to go there. So I've chosen just 3 of the colours because there's 4 colours in that kit. I've chose the green, I've chose the pink, and I've chose this gorgeous gold colour as well. I've cut all of these down to 6 by 5 3/4, and the reason being is that this die actually is 5 3/4 across the edge. So what I'm going to do is place it onto my plate. Now, I'm going to just attach it to the bottom of here, and I'm going to grab some of our low tack tape, although she said she's going to grab some of the low tack tape. I had 2 earlier. Now I've got like, where is it gone? Got it. So let's just tape this down because I want to tape it into place. So I'm just going to pop that over one side there. And then I'm going to tape down, don't move it, Debbie, don't move it. Tape it on that side as well. And then I'm just going to place on the combination with thin metal dies on the Gemini, which is your plastic shim, your magnetic shim, and your other cutting plate. However, this size die, and if you do stay tuned and watch the whole show, I'm going to show you will work on all these smaller machines as well, including your mini, because it fits onto your mini plate as well. Your Gemini Go, your Gemini Junior, all your other machines that you may have as well. Let me just make sure I'm not knocking me glue gun off that I've got precariously dangling over the edge there. But when you take this off, let's just take that off there and lift that off. You can see just how beautiful this actually cuts on the edge. So let's take... Where's my brush gone, Joe? Where's my brush gone? I keep hiding things from myself. Oh, look how beautiful that is. I'm just going to take my scissors for a second just to snip that off that side. Oh, look how beautiful. You can see just how gorgeous it looks on there. And look how clean that's cut out as well. That is absolutely beautiful. So, shall we do that again? I've cut like I said, I've cut each size to the same, and I'm just going to repeat it because what I'm going to do is I'm going to build it up and have a large layering technique going off here. So just clean the die in good old Debbie fashion style, give it a tap, but you're going to do exactly the same way. You're going to make sure it's on the right edge of the cardstock, Lord Debs. There we go. So place that on the edge again and then just tape that down. Oh, I might need a bit more tape. Let's just grab a bit more tape, just a little bit on there. Just a little bit on there. And exactly the same I'm going to repeat on this colour as well. And exactly the same on your thin metal dies. Just pop that in and run that through your Gemini. And it's as simple as that. Now don't forget, did you watch the I'm saying it again. Masterclass. I've gone all posh. I get in this room and I go all posh. The masterclass from where I come from. The masterclass, what Sarah did the other week with the Edgeables. And I don't know how many she did. I know she did quite a lot and showed you how many ways that you can use Edgeables. And this is no exception because these are absolutely beautiful. And again, if I just take that off, just release with my scissors. And then you're going to just repeat that again. And you can see just how beautiful that is. And oh God, I'm trying to see a little flash of myself there, but such beautiful beautiful design there. Now we will do exactly the same. I'm just going to move that to there for a second. Clean your die, clean all your bits out of the way and pop your die in there. This, can I just tell you, this traditional I'm going to call it rose then. Traditional lace is really beautiful and really delicate. Now, when you've repeated it 3 times, this is how, let me just pop that there for a second. This is what, we'll go there, Laura. You can see that's on my green. I've got my beautiful gold, and then I've got the beautiful pink as well. And that's all you keep doing. Now, if you want to do little strips where you take your scissors and strip, in fact, let's just show you. Let's just show you what I mean. Oh, you know what else you could use? Your guillotine. But for speed, I'll just do this one with this spare one that I've got. And you can see just how gorgeous. So you could multi-layer up more and more. So you've got a really gorgeous edge going up there. In fact, let's do that again. Let's take that one a little bit off. Again, you've got those extra. I just think the versatility of this die is phenomenal. And look how gorgeous that looks when you layer all them up. It looks divine. Joe, I'm really impressed with that one. I were only going with 3, but I might end up putting a lot on. So let's pop on some black cardstock and we'll mount this on. Now, before we do, it's a case of deciding on the cardstock, the size that you want to go with. I've gone really big here. This is an 8x6 card. So it's a nice big card. Now, literally, all you're going to do is place this down onto your cardstock, and I'm going to use the tape pen. Did the tape pen come, Joe, with the... Oh, look, I'm at the end. Look, I'm at the end. Joe, I might need you to shout one over. Oh, actually, no, I've got one. I've got one.
Fantastic. Good job. You get one in the collection, isn't it? Absolutely. You get yourself a new one.
Absolutely.
Loads of you are tuning in today. LJ saying, your hair looks lovely, Debbie, says LJ, which is nice. I said that. We all thought it looked really nice. And what's wrong with it? I'm not sure.
It's so faded. It's so faded.
But you haven't got any greys coming through.
I've got curtains going off with the fringe. It's what we call the lockdown hair. I can't get to my normal hairdressers.
You know, there's that advert, isn't there? It says, is it like, get the London look? They should redo it. Get the lockdown look.
Get the lockdown look. I like that one. That's a good one, that, Joe.
Someone said...
Oh, sorry, darling.
That's all right.
Go on. We both stop then.
Go on, you go first.
It's all right. I was just going to say I'm just going to use the dotty tape pen as well for the extra delicate part. So fabulous. Because I want that to stick down. So my dotty tape pen, even though it's not on the show, will come in handy. I'm glad I didn't stick that right down.
Anne says, has that air horn not run out yet? Anne, I've got news for you. It's not a refillable one. It's never gonna run out. It can just go and go and go, which is fabulous. I know how excited you are by that, Anne.
I can't believe it's never going to end that, Joe. I completely forgot that's what you did on a Wednesday Creative Cravings.
I'll wake
forgot.
you up on it. It's hump day. We all need a bit of livening up in the afternoon, don't we? Jan in Ravello.
Use the empty one again, Joe. I thought I'd thrown it away.
Put it in the bin. Jan in Ravello in Italy says she's got a curry in the slow cooker. That sounds nice, doesn't it?
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Very well organised to use your slow cooker. I always love the idea of it, but I can barely get out of the house in time as it is just having porridge, let alone getting dinner in the slow cooker for the evening. Wouldn't work for me. Someone said, who's this? Beth says, I love Debbie. She is messy and reminds me of me.
I am totally messy.
Don't change, Debbie. Don't change.
I'll never change, Joe. I tell you, I'll never change. Can I just show you before I put my top layer down? I've took some of that gorgeous ribbon. So I'm going to use some of that beautiful ribbon that comes with this collection as well, which is from the Garden of Love range. The colours just match perfectly with this colours cardstock as well. So you can see that beautiful green matches that green beautifully. There's a pink in there and there's also a cream one in there. I was just debating whether to put it on back of me. Put it on back of me ribbon, Joe. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put the tape on the back there. I'm just going to line that up. In fact, I always use my glass mat for this to help me get my ribbon on straight. Wonderful thing, this glass mat. It just come in for a whole heap of things that you can do techniques with, and lining ribbon up nice and straight is one of them, and one of my techniques of popping that on. So again, I'm just going to pop on my tape just on the back. I'm going to put the dotty tape just on this one as well. And the reason I've changed to the dotty tape is because when you turn it round, none of the glue blobs.
No glue bogies.
That's the word. I was going to say glue bogies, but I thought, no, I'm going to keep it nice and clean. I'm not going to call it a bogey because it sounds horrible when you say that. But there you go. So I'll pop that on there and you can see. Do you know what though, Joe? Wouldn't it look nice with another one on there?
I'll just keep putting them on.
I
You
just
can
open
never
a
have too
carrot.
many.
You can never have enough, Joe. You're right. You can never have enough. And this beautiful traditional lace just lends itself. But I just think it looks absolutely good. This layering technique is fabulous. Let me just make sure I've got that layered on properly. And I've seen a little bit dangling over the edge. So let's just snip that little bit off, Joe. I never even noticed that bit. There we go. Just pop that. Oh, Debbie, let's get lined up. There we are. Am I lined on properly? Yes, I am. Fabulous. So I've got all those lined up. I'm going to now add a little bit of a ribbon just going off in there. So I've cut up from the ribbon. I've done now a liane. What does she call it? A fork. That's it. She calls it a fork. Where she I call it a tail. I can snip into my ribbon, but she just pulls it together like this and then forks it. And that's how you get that gorgeous.
She does what to it?
Right. Oh, let me just pop it down for a second to tell you what I mean, Joe. So when you get your ribbon, let's grab a piece of ribbon. When you're holding your ribbon and you want to get that perfect, and I'll just keep my fingers still there for a second, you take your little snippers or your scissor snippers and you fork it and you get a beautiful even tail.
You fork it?
I'm sure that's what she calls it. Can you see how you get that beautiful tail though?
It's like, isn't it called a dovetail?
Is that what they call it?
I don't know. If they don't, they should now.
I'm sure Leanne calls it a fork. I'm going to have to check up now.
I'll give her a text. Shall I give her a text, see what she says? I'll drop her a line.
Now, just to finish the card off,
people are laughing and saying it doesn't sound right. She forks it, people are saying in the comments.
But watch me, I've got it all wrong, Joe. I bet I've got it wrong. Leanne's going to kink herself laughing if I am.
What are you like?
What am I like? I know. So I've taken one of those beautiful sentiments, and that's a thanks that I'm just going to pop on there as well. So I'm going to just use my dotty tape pen again, just to go over that edge and stick this on. And then you can see, just by one of the Edgeables in a different way, how you can use this. Let me just lift me fork up. Watch it not be called a fork, Joe. I'm going to have to find out.
Just make sure. Just be careful what you say when you remove it, won't you?
Now, shall I show you close up? Can we go close up so you can have a little peek at that? But I've mounted that onto some black cardstock just because you've got that super high shine, beautiful mirror card. And if you go in close, you can see that beautiful, beautiful traditional lace detail on that Edgeable. Just one way that you can use the Edgeables. You've seen, shall we show you a few more samples? Let's show you a few more samples so that you can see the different ways that you can use Edgeables. So, look how gorgeous this one is. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, look, as if by magic it's there. The bottom part of that card, not only is it on the top of the card, but when you use that technique of layering them up, that's the kind of effect you can have. Again, just taking it on the side of your cards or this side. It really doesn't matter which way you put it. Using it as a panel is a really handy way of using it. And then you've got on side of a gatefold card, looks absolutely beautiful. And then lastly, as it's meant to be, an Edgeable on the top of a cardstock. Absolutely beautiful. Very, very versatile die. Lots of ways you can use them. Absolutely brilliant deal on today. All that I've used there is from that kit. Absolutely fabulous.
Lots of you talking. You're having a good old chuckle in the comments here, a lot of you. Someone's saying, is it because it's like a fork in the road? Also, someone says, I thought it was dovetail. Lynn makes the most logical observation, who says it's the forked tongue, like a snake's tongue.
Oh, that's it.
That's what it is.
That's it, Lynn. Is that what Lynn?
A lot of other people are saying they thought it was called dovetail, but yeah, whatever. As I always say, you do you, hun. You call it what you want. I'm just going to take a moment to recap the deal of that starter kit. I will go through the other options that you've got as well, because the starter kit, you've got this gorgeous paper included. Now, it is, I say paper, it's not a paper, is it? It's a card, Joe. But it really is beautiful, that mirrored cardstock. And it's in quite nice sort of, I wouldn't go as far as to call them pastel-y, but they're kind of muted metallics almost. They're really, really gorgeous. You're going to get 24 sheets of the cardstock included, which is brilliant. You're also, of course, going to get your Edgeable die, and it's this one you're getting just here. It is the traditional lace, really versatile, loads you can do with it. As I said, if you want more ideas about how to use Edgeable cards, Edgeable dies, sorry, you can go back to the masterclass that Sarah did. I think it was 2 weeks ago. to the day, if memory serves. But do go back, do check there, and you'll see things like twisted whatnots and all sorts of things that Sarah was able to do with them. You're also going to get the beautiful ribbon, and the ribbon, by the way, is colour matched to the card. Oh yeah. And then what you're also going to get is the tape pen as well. All of that for £23 or $31. I'm knocking everything over today, aren't I? What am I like? Also, don't forget as well, if you love the Edgeables and you have a lot of the other stuff, because whilst this show is pitched maybe more at newer crafters or at beginner crafters, there's still a lot of you that are very experienced and watch this and pick up loads of lovely ideas and techniques. So if you want to go for a larger, more comprehensive collection of just the Edgeables on their own, then you'll get the traditional lace, as you would have done in the starter kit. You'll also get this one here, which is Heartfelt Wishes. You'll get butterfly lace, which is gorgeous. These are all fairly new as well. They weren't launched that long ago. I know they're exceptionally busy when we launched them in the UK. This one is the Edwardian Rose. This one is the Venetian Scrolls. And finally, the Ornate Henna as well. And when you go for them in there, you'll get the Fuchsia, that beautiful burst of sort of bubblegum pink there. Or if you want to go for a couple of these, you can get two for £15 or $24 if you want to go for them like that. They're usually $9.99, so you've got great saving there, however you put them together. Now, still lots coming up in the show. Loads of you joining the conversation over on Facebook. I've been going through and reading all of your comments. Even if I don't read your comment out, do rest assured I read every single one of them, the good ones and the bad ones. But if you want to watch and shop at the same time, a lot of you are now placing your orders, and here is all the details of how you can do that. Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. All the details there of how you can watch and shop at the same time. Now, do you want to be a bit more zen? Do you want to achieve a more meditative state? Then I'm not a doctor, so I can't claim that the next item will do that, but that is what it's designed to do. Zentangle is what we're talking about for the next demonstration. So here's everything that you'll get. So you'll get the rocker blocks included. You've got your ink pad, which is going to allow you to then use your Spectrum Noir art liners over. So you're getting all of those included. And what you've got is then all of those stamps as well. All of that coming your way for £29 or $41. Right, I've got a stamped image just here. Stay there. I'm just going to get me. Stay there. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Bear with. Just get my chair ready. So I'm just going to, I'll open this up and I'm going to craft along with you, Debbie. So, Debbie, you want to take us through? How zen are you feeling today, Debbie?
Oh, really nice and zen. So this is what I'm going to show you, is how to do a little bit of Zentangling. Now, this kit really is perfect for getting into the start, getting into Zentangling. Zentangling is meditative doodling. Is that the right word? But it is doodling within doodling. Lots of different patterns. There are hundreds of thousands of different tutorials on YouTube that you can have a little look at, following simple patterns. What you need is the right things to start with, and this is a perfect starter kit to get you started into that world. We've got full fusion stamps, which are an open stamp that are going to enable you to do a little bit of doodling. And I say doodling, I'm going to show you the one that I did earlier. So if I just show you close up, you can have a little peek at what you can do with this stamp. Now when I show you the stamps, stamps. Those stamps didn't start life like that, but I'm going to show you how easy it is to do this kind of technique. Now we have the heart liners in this, the Spectrum Noir art liners, which are perfect for doing this kind of technique because the nib on that is very small, and I say very small, it's 0.3, and there's lots of different colours in this as well, so it means you're going to get really bright. This is going to be something that can get everybody involved with, yourself, your kids, your grandkids, your mums. You could do, you could do a little bit of sending these things out to your loved ones and then all zooming in together or FaceTiming in together and sharing what it's like when everybody will have a different take on it. Everybody, I know that Joe, when Joe does his, is going to be the same. So let's just show you how to do this. So first of all, I'm going to use these stamps. Now, I've also got the rocker blocks ready, and I've also got my lovely stamping mat to give me that crisp, clean stamping, like we said was very easy to do. It absorbs that pressure when you're stamping, and it's perfect. Now, rocker blocks are very easy to use as well. So I'm going to take off this open flower and this open flower. I'm going to take off this one as well. I'm going to just use a few of these because there's lots on there. We've got some leaves on there as well. So I'm going to use quite a few of these just to get our image stamped up, just to show you again how simple this is to do. We have some cardstock on the show as well. Nina cardstock's a fabulous one, so use this one. I've cut this down to 5 by 5, and then I've got the alcohol dye ink to do the stamping with. So again, I've placed my stamp onto the rocker block. No need for any spray or anything like that because it is an acrylic stamp, so it does stay on your rocker block. And then I'm just going to stamp my image straight on, and it's a little heel to toe motion, and there, oops, please ignore that little bit, but that's just your image there. Then again, I'm going to do, in fact, I'll tell you what I did there. In fact, let me just show you. Let me put my little one on. When you're using a rocker block and you're stamping your ink on, because Debbie was a little bit heavy-handed, I've got a little bit there, which is why I got that little bit transferred onto my paper. So just a little wipe off there, and that'll stop any of that ink from transferring onto your cardstock. So again, I'm just going to place that on heel to toe. Look how simple that was to stamp that on. I'm going to do exactly the same with the bigger one. Pop that on, and you can see these rocker blocks, they come in different sizes, but this lovely little small one works wonderful. Absolutely fabulous. Now again, let me just grab, I've got a bit of tissue paper. Tell you what, fingers will do, Deb's fingers will do. So we'll just pop that on, and again I'm just going to place my flower straight in the middle there. In fact, let's go that side, let's take it there, and again it's heel to toe straight on. There we go. And then I'm just going to add a few other little details. So I'm going to add some little stems on there, and this is what you do, you just build your picture up, and you can have a play around with this. Again, it's so easy to do. Don't worry about that little bit in the middle because that is going to be disguised by your Zentangling. There we go. And then again, straight on with this one. And let's match all of those just down to the middle. And let's add a few little leaves on. Let's pop some leaves on there as well. So again, let's just clean that up. Let's just heel to toe. You can see how easy these rocker blocks are. They're absolutely crazy easy to use. Again, let's just pop that on. There we go. Quite happy with that, Joe. There we go. So I'm all ready to go. Now, let's just place those stamps out of the way for a second and put my ink back on. What you're going to do then is just now choose some colours to get you started. Now, I think I'm going to go in with purple to start with. Let's go with a corporate colour. And it literally is just doodling. There's lots of different shapes that you can do. You can use circles, you can use triangulars, squares, all sorts of different shapes that you can pop in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pen and I'm going to go around the inside of the petal like that. And I'm going to do that with all of those all the way around. And it's so beautiful. These art liners really are fabulous. Not just perfect for Zentangling, perfect for sketching, all sorts of different things that you're going to be able to do with these. Now, again, you can see this is just starting. I'll do that on all of them. Let's go all the way around. This is when you're going to get lost in a little bit of this zen. And literally now, I'm just going to take some small circles, big circles, small circles, and big circles, literally all the way around that little petal. There we go. And I'm going to repeat that on every single one. So little one, big one, little one, big one. How's any of you feeling, Joe?
Oh, you know.
You see, you get lost in a little world when you
I'm ready to move to India and live the rest of my
doodling.
life as a yogi. I'm feeling so zen, Debbie. No, it's good. I'm just following along with what you're doing.
And
then you're
absolutely,
doing
and don't forget, Joe, doodling, it is an art form in itself, but it's also, there's no right or wrong when it comes to doodling. And it really is, I mean, you can see that already coming together. Let me just choose a different colour. I'm going to go in with pink, and I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm going to do some nice big circles. Let's do some, and this is just a circular one. There, if you have a look, and then I'm going to colour that little bit in there as well. But Joe, do you ever sit at a table? Do you know when you're on a phone and you've got a pen or a piece of paper in your hand? Do you ever sit there doodling?
Constantly.
Yeah, well, that's a little bit like what this is, and you'll be surprised. I bet you when you go on and do things like that, and I've done it before it passed, when I've doodled, and then I've looked up when I've finished my phone call conversation and seen, goodness me, I've done like a work of art. By the time I've finished with it, I'm like, I hadn't realised I was so artistic. But you can literally get lost in a world of doodling. Now, this is just one pattern that I'm using there. So let me just stop there and I'll show you a different one. Let's go in, because I could carry on in fact, I will carry on doing that in a moment. But I guess I get lost now. This is when I start going a little bit. Literally, you can choose any colour. And there's some beautiful colours in these art liners. We've got blues, reds, greens, yellows, pinks, orange. So beautiful, bright colours where you can really, really play with them. Now, again, I'm just going to follow this up here. There we go. Just taking some lines. This is just literally starting. How are you doing, Joe?
Yeah, not too bad. Can you
Oh,
see
I'm
that?
I'm going to have a nosy, Joe. I'm going to have a little look. Ooh, very nice.
Yeah, I
Are
mean,
you enjoying your doodling?
I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I'm not a very good drawer, to be honest, but
It
it's quite
doesn't matter.
easy.
Do you know what? With Zentangling, it really, you don't have to be an artist, Joe. I promise you, you really do not have to be an artist.
Having the stamps makes it so much easier as well, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And because these are open stamps as well, look at this. And I'm just taking some lines. Again, I've just followed lines up, and then I'm going to do in fact, let's have a little, should we have a little colour in there? Let's go a little bit like, is it chevrons they call them? A little bit like what's a chevron, Debbie, when you're at home? Dearie me. But telling you, it's trying to talk, Joe, when I'm getting lost in my little world here.
Well,
and I'm just going to add some more little patterns in there.
It makes you just want to switch off, doesn't it?
It does, which is, do you know what we say about mindful crafting? It really is a lovely way of doing this. So again, let's have a different pattern. In fact, I'll have a different colour on next one. But let's just go, and literally this is the kind of fun you're going to have. Like I said, have a look on the well-known search engine. Have a little look on there and type in Zentangle and look at some of the different patterns that you can do. And I mean, I'm just choosing literally straightforward little patterns here and doing a little bit of colouring in as well as patting it on. Oh, look. You just literally could have so much fun. I bet there's loads of people out there. Have you ever tried this technique? Let us know if you have. What do you think to it? But literally, you could not ask for a better starter kit to get yourself started. We've got open stamps, which means you've got all this open space to play with. Each petal you could do differently. You don't have to do the same pattern in each one. You can just, literally, the world's your oyster when it comes to patterns, because there's so many different ways you can use it. And again, I'm going different again. I'm going a bit rogue, a little bit rogue. Let's pop in.
Lots of you loving this in the comments, I must say, as well. Sonia saying, happy to see this because I've never done Zentangle before. She says, before the show I put this in my cart, wait to check out because I wanted to see how it worked. I just love the fine line pens and the colours. And apparently, she goes on to say as well, as Wendy says, Zentangle was invented by a monk named Rick Roberts and an artist named Maria Thompson. With Zentangle, they created a combination of meditation and art.
And it really is meditation at its best, because literally, Joe, you just get lost when you start with this. And like I said, even, let me just show you, even on the front of this, the Spectrum Noir, you can see there's some little patterns that you could even follow. There's nothing wrong with copying that, because that looks quite Zentangly there as well. It's doodling at its best, and you can just doodle to your heart's content. Different colours, different ways of using it. Let me just go a little bit. I'm got a big one, a little one. I love my circular ones. I get a little bit lost when I'm doing, I call them bubbles. I sometimes get lost in little words bubbles. But literally, you're going to have so much fun. It's just such a is it mindfulness? Is that the right word?
Absolutely, yeah.
That's the right word. It is. You can get lost in a world of colouring. You really can. Just choosing the colours, because have you seen these colours? There's so many to choose from, Joe. I could get lost in this, literally. Let's try
Yours looks fabulous, Debbie, I must say.
You what, my love?
Yours looks fabulous. Mine doesn't look anywhere near as good as Debbie's, but... yeah, I'm giving it my best. I'll show you now, hang on. I'm just going to pop a few more lines in here.
Yeah, it's just doodling within doodling. But like I said, having the stamps that give you that. Let me have a look, Joe. Oh, Joe, that's lovely.
That.
What's up with you? That's
I can't
beautiful.
draw a stick man, so I'm surprised that I've managed to do this. And I guess having the stamped image makes it much easier to have that starting point as well, doesn't it?
Absolutely, it really does. So I'm doing some little triangles in triangles. Literally, you could honestly, Joe, triangles within triangles, circles within triangles.
Triangle? I haven't done triangles yet.
Honestly, just have a play, Joe. It's all about having a little play. I love this technique. It's just a really lovely, relaxing way. I mean, you can see I'm having struggle talking and doing it at the same time, Joe. That's what my problem is, because I want to just carry on talking to you, but I want to get lost in this world as well. Let's just go. I'm going to do my little circles, big circles.
Cindy's
circles.
saying, I've never heard of this method, but it reminds her of the doodles on school book covers as well. So,
absolutely.
That's definitely a valid point. You've got a great deal here as well, remember, because you're getting everything you need included, which is amazing, because the art liner should be $16.99, so you've got a great deal on the whole collection here with this.
Wow, that is fabulous. Oh, do you know what I'm going to do, Joe? I'm going to do a swirl now. Let's do a swirl. Oh, look, you see, this is just such fun. Honestly, there's no right or wrong way when it comes. When I say I'm doing a swirl, if I just take that over for a second, I'm just doing a little swirly pattern within a swirl. There's so many ways, there's so many different doodles you can do. Oh, I quite like this one, Joe. I'm quite taken with that one. I liked my little circular ones, but I like that one as well. But literally, you're just going to have loads and loads of fun. Let's do a little few more squiggles and swirls, squiggles and swirls. And you can just carry on. And let's take that orange one again. Let's go back on again. Let's do the same with this one. Have a matching pair of petals. That one and that one, that one and that one. But this is the fun that you're going to have. Literally a lot of fun. And it's a craft that everybody can join in with. There's no machines. There's no, apart from your stamping, that's the only thing. I mean, and don't forget, those stamps, there is a wealth of stamps on this sheet that you're going to be able to use. You've got lots of open petals, lots of open leaves. You're going to have loads of fun creating different images. Imagine making your own background paper as well, Joe. I think that's a fabulous idea. I'm giving myself lots of different ideas as I'm talking away. Right, so Joe, while I'm carrying on doing this, do you want to just go over a few things?
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to recap everything that you're getting included. So remember, you are getting everything that you need to get you started. So you're getting the rocker blocks. You're going to get all 4 of them, which you're going to be able to use for this, but also for a whole host of other different stamping projects. You've got the stamps there as well, which are going to enable you to stamp out that imagery that you need. Now, you're going to need something to stamp them with, so we're going to give you the Finesse alcohol-proof dye ink pad. And of course, you're getting 8 colours of the art liners in 0.3 mil, so it's the perfect size for you to do all of your Zentangles and doodling with. £29 if you're in the UK to get this, or if you're in the US, $41, and that is a great deal as you're saving 30%. How are you getting on over there, Debbie?
Oh, I'm still carrying away doodling, Joe. I might have to pull myself away from it because I just get lost when I'm doing this, and I literally can go into a little world of my own. Right, so I tell you what, because I'm just thinking, conscious of time, I can't believe how fast time flies in this place. Tell you what I'll do, I'll mount the one that I did earlier, because let's just pop that onto there. Look
That's
how
amazing.
fabulous that looks. Just with a bit of cardstock, bit of glitter cardstock. Let's move that out of the way for a second. I'm going to come back to that and finish that later. In fact, I might be doing a bit of that tonight. I absolutely... Watching a little bit of telly, because that's what you can do. Have it on your knee. You can do the two things at the same time, but it does literally. Oh, look how fab. I love this. Absolutely fabulous. And again, just pop that on there. And let's put this on. I think I've had inky fingers because I've just seen, but I tell you what, there's no such thing as any mistakes, because I can get out of that one. But there you go. Look how beautiful that looks when we literally get lost in a world of meditative doodling. Meditative doodling. Nice big word, that for me.
That is beautiful, Debbie. Really, really love that. Remember, everything you get included there for £29 or $41. Now, I just want to recap the Edgeable starter kit. Really, really busy on that. Let me just grab the board that you're getting included, because of course what you're getting in the Edgeable starter kit is that traditional lace Edgeable die, which is fantastic. It's going to allow you to do that, popping the edges, whether using those borders or in your concept cards. There's lots you can do with it. Remember, you're also going to get that beautiful mirror card included as well. So you've got 4 colours within here. And it's just beautiful. You've got a lovely sort of greeny blue, 2 golden ones, the pinky, purpley sort of tone in there as well. It's super, super shiny. You're going to get 6 sheets of each 4 colours. So that is 24 sheets in total there of the cardstock. And then you're also going to get the ribbon and the tape pen as well. So you're going to get both of those included too. £23 on that. You're saving a fifth. Or if you're in the US, $31 to grab hold of that one. Very busy there, as we knew it would be. Lots of you commenting, oh wait, what have I done with my iPad? Here it is. I can see Peggy is here. She says, hi Joe and Debbie, I'm here in Texas and I love this show. You two are great. Love the Edgeables, they are so beautiful. Liz says, that's so pretty. Alex says, hello, I've only just got back to my craft room to craft along with you. I've missed the beginning, so I'll watch that back later. That's a great point, actually, because you can watch any of our shows back at any time over on the website. Lynn saying, love sitting here doing Zentangle. I do a chill zone in work at lunchtime for the children when we're at school properly, and I've been showing the children how to do some, and they love it. That's a really great idea if you've got children or grandchildren at home at the moment. We understand, it's tough for some people with everyone being home all the time. It's always great to have something to do with the children. Now, what time is it? Stay there. You ready? I'll give you a clue what time it is.
No.
Yes, it's time for 5 in 5. I know you've been really looking forward to this, Debbie.
I've missed it. I have missed it so much, let me tell you.
I'm going to say this is...
apart from that hooter.
This is especially for Anne. I know how much Anne, who's watching on Facebook, loves the horn. It's fast, it's furious. It's 5 in 5. I'm going to give you 5 amazing deals in 5 minutes. Debbie, are you ready? Have you done your pre-show yoga?
Yoga?
Yeah.
If I tried doing yoga, I'd never get back up. You want my
darling? You're Zen now. You've got to do your downward dog.
I am all zened up. I am all ready. I'm all raring. Let me know when.
What is a Zen diagram?
I've absolutely no idea.
I know the word, but I can't think what it is. Right, are you ready, Debbie?
I am indeed.
Okay. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Off you go. So, 8x8 textured cardstock.
It's almost like I forgot what I was doing. So then, we have got textured cardstock. I am so used to having somebody, oh God, Debbie, get yourself ready. I'm sorted, Joe. Textured cardstock. It's 36 pieces in here. We are talking beautiful, bright colours. We've got 230 GSM, which is a real good cardstock for die cutting, for matting and layering, for stamping onto, for construction. Let me just give you a little tiny flick of the colours Can you see that beautiful gold? Look at that beautiful gold, beautiful oranges, different tones of oranges, the reds, the pinks, the purples, the blues.
Oh, you got 15 seconds left,
Oh
Debbie.
my goodness, let me just tell you, can I tell you, I know that me and Debbie Fisher go through, and Craig, go through a heck of a lot of this stuff. It is my go-to.
5,
absolutely
4,
love it.
3,
it's fantastic.
2, 1. £12, $16. On to the next one.
Oh, my poor little ears. Right, I do believe Creator Card is the next one. This is our Roses in Bloom. I'm going to have to go this way. Let me go that way. I keep forgetting, Joe. I'm trying to cover you up, my darling. I don't know why. But if I just turn this around, Creator Card really is absolutely anything you want to create into. So it's perfect for invitations, party invitations, wedding invitations, but there's a multiple ways that you can use this particular die set. You have got 2 decorative panels. You've got 2 outside cutting edges on both sides.
25 seconds left, Debbie.
You've got flaps on either side.
Oh.
Tabs on either side. That you're going to be able to use. Again, absolutely fantastic. Roses in Bloom. Look at the price of this as well. This is a really great price.
10 seconds left, Debbie. £13, $27.
You see, I got that one in, Joe.
You did. You got 5 seconds left. Are you ready?
I am ready.
On to the next one.
One of these days I'll get ready for that horn. This is our stamping platform, our 4x4 stamping platform. It's a must-have for all stampers. Whether you use clear stamp or rubber stamps, or honestly, it's a spring-loaded foot design. It gives you perfectly absolutely precision stamping each and every single time. Suitable for beginners, suitable for experienced crafters, but you are going to use with your ear.
30 seconds left.
Let me just tell you, it just works beautifully. I just wanted to point out, even though it's 95, it works beautifully with the stamping platform. Matt, this is a stamping platform. But this is a fabulous one. It's got that grid on there. Literally, absolutely fabulous.
15
For
seconds,
me, it's
Debbie.
the non-stick spring-loaded feet that it has on there, darling.
6 seconds left. £8 if you're in the UK. $12. 3, 2, 1. Oh, the next one's a good one.
Yay! Do you know, one of these days, Joe, I'm going to put that on.
What am I like? Where are you going to put it?
Put that here. Let me keep it there because it's so big. This is a 12 by 12 beautiful Chloe paper pad. 36 sheets, 12 designs, 180 GSM of the most gorgeous. In fact, let's have a look. How much? £10?
£10 in the UK.
Look
$15 in the US.
Do you know what? I'm going to have to rip this open. Jilly's going to shout at me. Oh gosh. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, you
is
don't
Jilly
open
watching?
it like that.
Is she watching?
She is.
I should have just got my scissors in. Oh no! I'll buy this one, I promise. Oops, let me just... Gorgeous papers, beautiful colour tones.
6 seconds left.
Look how beautiful that is.
Oh, it looks gorgeous.
Oh, no.
Oh dear. Yours will look much better when it released. Last one, tote bag.
Last one. Oh, dearie me. Yours
What
won't
you
look like
like?
that. Tote bag. Now, this is perfect for your Gemini Go. It is a beautiful bag which will fit your Gemini Go in there. Now, you're probably saying, Debbie, you haven't got your Gemini Go in there. No, I have not. I've got all my craft essentials because look at the pockets. Pockets on the outside. Look at the size there. You're going to be able to get your Gemini Go,
Very
your Gemini
capacious.
Mini in there. You can pop anything from
30
the
seconds
outside
left.
pockets to the inside pockets because you've got pockets on either side. You've got a beautiful reinforced, and I say reinforced handle, perfect for holding, but it also has a detachable one as well so that you can pop that onto your shoulder. Bet you didn't know that little bit there, did you?
No.
But look at that price,
10
£15
seconds
for
left.
a beautiful tote bag, usable for your for your Gemini
5
Go,
seconds.
or your
3,
gorgeous
2,
craft kit.
1. Ow! Oh, it stopped working.
Has it stopped?
Oh, fine.
I got so giddy then. I got so
Oh.
giddy thinking, and I thought we got rid of it.
Carol's saying we go from Zen to the horn. Oh, Debbie, you're a hoot. Love spending time with you, says Kelly. Helen saying it's a Venn diagram, not a Zen diagram. Also, take the horn away from Joe, says Carol. Yeah, I think it's a bit Marmite, the horn. It really, really is. Yolanda saying you guys are so funny. It is a pleasure to do. Remember, you can grab those deals right now over on the website, crafterscompanion.wherever-you-are.co.uk.com or .eu to grab all the deals from the 5 and 5. If you had to get one, which one would you get, Debbie?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Only one.
Oh, only one. I'm going to go with the creator card. I'm going with the creator card.
No, you're going to have the paper pad.
I'm going with Chloe paper pad.
You broke it, you buy it.
Head in shame.
I think I'd have the paper pad, just not the one that Debbie has ripped. I'd be definitely getting another one. Don't forget, all of the great details we bring to you can still use in combination with Club Inspire. Now, whether that's earning points or getting your fantastic Club Inspire discount. Obviously, the amount of discount you get depends on your level in the club. Here to explain all of that is Sarah herself.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now, on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the Crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
Council, don't I? And however, if I'm from the fabulous Crafty Council, if I am the man from the council, because these are going to be absolutely full of all of your dies and stamps. So what we sometimes do is we sometimes bring them to you with panels inside of them, but these are all ready for you to do what you want with them. So this is actually the binders themselves that we're bringing to you in this deal on their own. We thought we'd give you a fantastic deal on the binder, and then you can take all of your acrylic or magnetics that you already have and pop in here. But for £26, you don't just get the little one, you get, no, that's the big one. You don't just get the big one, you also get the smaller one as well. So this one maybe could be at home, this one's in the car, or for crafting on the go when you go to things like workshops. Maybe this is your library and this is the stuff that you're currently working on. So maybe you want to have the two different ones for that. If you go for these, they're over 25% off, over a quarter off. £26 if you're in the UK, $29 if you are in the US. I thought I'd show you those so I know how exceptionally busy they are this hour on the website. Now, I want to take you through the fancy font stamp and dies. This is what they look like, as you can see here. So this is how they come packaged for you, but I want to show you the boards because I want you to see exactly what you're getting. Now, there's a great deal on these. They're $5.99 each. However, you can get 3 of them for £15 or $20. I'll just bring that in a little bit for you so you can just see that. Can you see all the different stamped imagery that you get? So you've got for a special, on this one you've got things like is hard to find, truly great, thanks for being my for a special. So it's all about you customizing the stamped image to go with the die cut image. So this is your die cut element here in the middle. Loads of different options for you. You've got friend, you've got sorry. I love that it's brush lettering and it's quite elegant, but it's very legible as well, which makes sense because there's nothing worse when you've got a font, die or stamp and then you can't read it. It does happen a lot, believe me. Thinking is another one, something I try not to do too much of. You've also got special right here. Smile, oh that's a nice one, isn't it? You've got love, there's lots of these. Oh, I can't get my boards apart, there we go, there we are. Celebrate, that's something I want to do soon. Let's celebrate. Trying to find something to celebrate every single day. Today is the fact that Debbie's back in the building. That is reasons to celebrate. We've got birthday, and again, it's all about you customising those sentiments to go around that die cut element. Now, shall we? I know how excited Debbie is for this next element. So I want to take a moment just to go through all the elements that are within the String Pull Beginners collection. Oh, get my notes right around, there we are. Within this collection, you've got everything that you need to master this technique, and you'll find loads of inspiration on the website as well for this. So within here, what you've got is you've got that stamp and die. So the great thing is about the die, you're gonna be able to die cut that out, and then you've got all the stamped imagery to go around it. And there's lots of different ways that you're going to incorporate this into the project, and Debbie is going to share that with us in a moment. You've got your Nina cardstock, so you've got 16 sheets of that. You've got a baker's twine here. You've got a glue tape pen because you always need more glue tape pens. And then also you've got your sparkle inks. Now, if you love our sparkle pens, you're going to adore our sparkle inks because these are massive. These are 30 mils in each pot of this. And this one that you're getting here is the Cozy Christmas collection, but you've got really beautiful colours. You've got like that red, that orangey gold, sort of burnt, I want to call it a burnt rust colour, I'm not sure that's the real term, and you've got almost like a deep red brown burgundy within there as well. It's a really gorgeous collection. $19.50 is what you're paying for all of this, which is really quite fabulous value for money. So do grab it, and then make sure you keep your eyes peeled and stay tuned because Debbie is going to take us through this fabulous technique.
So, one great technique that you can do using baker's twine and our lovely sparkle inks is you're going to be able to create this lovely effect. Now, our Fiona Clayton, master of this technique, she really is, or should I say mistress of this technique, but it really is a fabulous technique. I'm just going to bring this in close so you can actually see. Using the baker's twine with the sparkle inks, you're going to be able to create this. It really is a fabulous way of using it. Now, I'm going to incorporate a lot of those things, all these techniques, all into one. So what I'm going to do is take some of our cardstock. Now we have Nina cardstock on the show, but you can use stamping card, you can use watercolour card, you can use whatever you want, but you're getting the card in the bundle. Now I've taken some of the baker's twine. Now literally I've just cut a piece of the baker's twine off. I've taken one of our gorgeous sparkle liquid inks. Now these are fabulous. Let me just go through these colours because you really do need to see these. Now, anybody who knows me knows I love my sparkle pens, and I really do. But these are our sparkle pens in a liquid form, in a jar. Now you can see, look at that beautiful ultra fine glitter at the bottom there. There is 4 times, is it 4 times? Yes, 4 times as much ink in here than there is in one of the pens, which is fabulous. Now, little way, I'm using the colour that I'm using on this one is the log fire. But in this set of the Cozy Christmas that you're getting, you are getting a beautiful, gorgeous mulled wine. You are getting this gorgeous log fire, and then the last one that you get is the lovely, let me just take that out of the box, is the candlelight. So you've got, I mean, let's just turn that over for a second so that you can actually see those beautiful colours. So it's beautiful, like a mulberry wine, absolutely beautiful. But I'm going to use the log fire for this one. Now what you're going to do is you're going to give it a good shake. Now when I say shake, you've got highly pigmented ink with that ultra fine glitter that's in there as well, and you need to give it a good shake. It's almost like shake to wake, and you can hear the ball bearing at the bottom, like a little shake, a little shake. And that's that doing is mixing that all up together. Now, this is where you're going to get mucky. Now, you could take a pair of gloves if you wanted. I've opted out for this because I don't mind getting a little bit messy, but you are going to get messy. Just make sure you've got a little wipe to hand. Now, literally, I am going to take the baker's twine and I'm going to dip this into my pot of beautiful glitter ink. So let's go down. There we go. We've got a nice bit of pot. Now, the trick to this is, and this is the trick, is you need to squeeze out the excess. And like I said, this is when you're going to get a little bit on the mucky side, but hey-ho, that's the way to go. Just grab a little tissue or something like that onto there. Now, I'm just going to move that to one side for a second, and this is the fun that you're going to have now. So we're going to give it a nice little twirl, and I say twirly feature. We'll give that a twirl, and we're going to just, let's pop that just there into the middle. So I've popped that onto the cardstock, and then what I'm going to do is place on another piece of cardstock onto the top, and you're going to hold that down firmly, and then when I say firmly, press down onto it tight. Grab the little end that you may have noticed I had dangling out of the edge and give it a good pull, just like that. Then we're going to put that onto there, and then when we lift off, let's have a look. Oh, look at that. Oh, yes, please. Absolutely beautiful. And depending on how you put this down, you will get different effects. So the wider you go, shall we do it again? Shall we do it again? I love that. Let's just show you one more time. So pop those two to one side. This is when you're getting twofer out of that one. So again, I'm just going to pop that on there. Let's go back in that lovely ink. So pop that. Oh, actually, do you know what I need to do is give it a little shake. Let's just, oops, without trapping your baker's twine in there, Debbie. So give it a little shake around just to mix up that lovely liquid ink with that glitter again, and you're going to get a real beautiful sparkle. I did see in the corner of my eye our lovely Joe dancing and shaking away.
Yes.
Was there.
Cindy's saying messy, great to have the new CC apron. Oh, if you're not aware about the apron in the UK, I might be having, you guys in the US got it this week, but I might have some news about that for UK customers next week. It's hiding behind Debbie there. Yeah, I hope you don't get covered in this ink, Debbie.
I might just have to pull that down and have a little play. You are going to get mucky fingers, but seriously, you're going to have so much fun with this technique. So again, just wrap it around, and it doesn't really matter how you do this. You're going to get different. In fact, do you know what? Let's go a little bit. Let's go a little bit different. Let's go a little bit wiggly. Now again, let's pop that down onto the top. So I'm going to sandwich that in between. Don't forget you've got 3 colours to choose from here. Hold that down firmly and give it a good old yank. Ooh, give that a pull out and let's have a look. I'm dying to have a look at this. Oh, hallelujah. Look at that. You're getting twofer again. Literally, it's the most amazing technique. The fun that you're going to have with the kids. And this is just a little bit of baker's twine with the inks, with the cardstock, and you're going to be able to make a card with it. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to clean my fingers up. Ooh. Actually, Joe, have you got a second while I just have a little clean up? Because there's something else I want to use within
absolutely.
this card.
I'll take a moment just to remind you of everything that you're getting included as well. So remember, you are getting the friend stamp and die in here. You're also getting the Nina cardstock as well. It's going to be perfect for doing this onto. We're going to send you a tape pen included as well. You're getting that beautiful baker's twine there, and then the 3 pots of the sparklings. You're getting nearly 90 mil of sparklings in total included in here. So there's going to be loads that you can do with these as well. Of course, you can do these pull techniques, but there's so many other techniques you can do with them, like washes and resists and splodges and splatters. There's loads of inspiration over on the Crafts Companion website as to some of the other techniques that you'll be able to do with these. You're saving 20%, so definitely get it whilst it's on a fantastic deal. $19.50 in the UK or $29 if you are in the US. Now, are you ready for back to you, Debbie?
Well, I am, Joe, because I've been playing trying most afternoon, as you know, but look at all these that I've got to choose from, and honestly, I just can't tell you which one I want to go with, because these are the ones that I made earlier as well. But look at this one. I love it. In fact, you know what, I might go with that one. See what I mean about this technique, the different ways that you're going to get each and every time. No two are going to look alike. Absolutely depend. I love that. It looks like a tulip design. Not tulip, what's that word?
Is it a canna lily?
Oh, a lily, yes. Oh, it does. Yes, it does. I'm so excited. I can't believe I've actually created a calla lily without little effort. But I'm going to choose this one. So I've taken a piece of cardstock. I've actually used some of that gorgeous textured cardstock from the 8x8 paper pad that we had on in the 5x5, Joe. I've chosen a couple of colours because I think these just complement that beautiful log fire that I've used. It's got that beautiful reddy orangey tone. Oh, Debbie, make sure you get it on properly. But how easy was it to do that technique? Absolutely fabulous. I'm going to place that on the top. I'm going to pop a little matting layer just on the top using this gorgeous bright yellow from that same paper pad. Literally, yeah, oh, it's just beautiful. Look at the gorgeous colours. It actually is the colour of my craft room, these two colours. Very bright. I'm a very bright girl. I really like my bright things. I'm just going to place this on the back as well. I'm going to use a tape pen, which... Oh, me and my tape pens today. I've run out again. Look at this. You always know when you get to the end. I'm blaming Sarah and Leanne for this because I've been picking theirs up and using theirs. I'm going to have to get a stash. I really am before I leave today. But literally pop that on. And again, let's place this into the middle. Do you know what? Before I do, I'm going to get some of this baker's twine because there's some more baker's twine on the show today. There's a beautiful bright one as well that's on the show. And I'm going to have a little technique where I'm just going to wrap it around my card and have a nice little wrap around instead of a ribbon. Hey, look, I like that. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Let me grab a pair of scissors. Let's take that off. And let's then mount this onto the top of... Oh, I'm liking this, Joe. I'm liking this. But do you know what? It's missing something. It's missing a sentiment. I need a little sentiment on here. Now, as if by magic, and I'll just place that to one side for the time being. It's almost like we planned it. But we have this beautiful sentiment set that comes with the bundle, and it's that lovely for a special friend. So you've got the friend being the fancy font die, and then you've got all these stamps, and Joe's touched on a few. I just think these are absolutely beautiful. For a special friend, reaches for your hand and touches your heart. That is a beautiful sentiment. Friend, look at this. Difficult to leave and impossible to forget. Again, truly beautiful sentiments there in those stamps version as well. But literally so easy to use. We are going to die cut one of these out. Let me grab my plate and pop that on there. And I'm using some black. I've already pre-cut one in a piece of that lovely textured cardstock as well. But let's just run that through the machine. Place that on. And we're going to just run that through and then add that lovely sentiment. Absolutely fabulous, gorgeous font as well on this. This is just being designed perfectly to work together. You've got the baker's twine, you've got those lovely sparkle inks, and I've not touched on some of the techniques. Literally, let's place this just on there and we'll take that out. Let's take the tape off, pop that sentiment out. Look how gorgeous that sentiment is. That font is fabulous. So let me bring my card back in. I've already pre-cut one in orange as well because I'm going to have a little shadow effect with this. So I think, let me use my dotty tape pen for a moment. Just pop that on the top there. And I'm going to have a little drop shadow. When I say a drop shadow, in fact, tell you what, I'll put this on first. Let's get this one on first, the orange one. Let's pop that onto my card. There we go. Where shall we have that? We'll have that just going across that twine. And we'll have that running along the bottom. There we go. And then I'm going to take that black one and just give it a little tiny drop shadow, which means I'm just dropping it down a little bit so that it gives a little bit of a shadow effect just over that sentiment. I quite like that. Absolutely fabulous. And then I'm going to add one of the sentiments there as well, that stamp sentiment for a special. And I'm just going to use my glue gun just to pop a bit of glue just on the back there. And let's place that just on the top. And there we go. For a special friend on that beautiful technique that you can use. I just think simple, beautiful, effective, but really very easy to do.
Oh, that's gorgeous, Debbie. Really, really love those. Now, if you've seen the font die that Debbie was using, you think, oh, that's nice, I'd like some more of those. We've got the whole range of them for you in the show. And what you've got, as well as Debbie was explaining, is you've got the die itself, which is the centre part here. As you can see, it's been cut in black on here. And then you've got all of the stamps around here that allows you to create a custom sentiment. So you've got family, you've got happy, of course you have friend, which is the one that was included with the string pull technique. You've got sorry, there is thinking. Now they're 3 for $15 or $20, or you can get them individually for $5.99. You've got special, we have smile, there is love, you've got celebrate, we're celebrating the fact that Debbie's back today, sympathy, which is not an easy one to have. I think sympathy, there's a reason why, this is one of the most popular ones actually, and I think it's for good reason, because you've got everything that you need to say what you need to say right there within that stamp and die, and it can be one of the hardest things to sort of sit down and try and think of, so it's all taken care of you here. Birthday, thanks, and then back round to family again. $5.99 or $7.95 for those each. 3 for $15 or $20. Now, I've just been reading some of your comments here. Sunshine Sean, I'm on YouTube at the moment, says, I'm colouring my snow-filled window with glass writing markers whilst I watch. Joy Sampson saying, hi, can I join your lovely gang? Of course you can, Joy. Saying, good afternoon from Riverdale, New York, and hoping you are all feeling well and happy. Absolutely, we are. Carleen message, and she says, I love this comment. She says, I'm dying to know what is in all of those cubby holes behind you. Should we have a look? Because I'll take you through what's behind, well, you know, the joys that is all of this behind here. So I've got some fabrics that, it's like Narnia down here. So I've got some fabrics and a nice little ruler for cutting against down here. I've got some buttons. Let me shake my buttons for you. What else have we got up here? I've got zips on a roll. I've got lots of mixed media products over here from Imagination Craft. I've got all of my sprays. I've got some threads here. I've got my ribbons. I've got a purple Gemini. I've got some glitter paste back here as well. Oh, it's a veritable crafty feast back here, Carleen. So I hope that answers the question for you. Jeffrey saying, joyous day indeed with Debbie being back. Isn't it just, Jeffrey? People are asking what card you were using for the last demo. I'm guessing it was the Nina card stock, Debbie.
It was indeed, Joe. It was indeed.
Wonderful. Roxanne saying, thanks, Debbie. I'm going to try that. LJ saying, love the look of the string pull cord. She had to go and do the shopping. So for the first time in weeks, you can get a delivery. Oh, you lucky thing, you, LJ. They're like gold dust, aren't they? Supermarket delivery slot at the moment. Shirley is joining us late. And she's saying hi from Quebec, Canada. Missed you, Debbie. Shirley's asking as well, what is Create and Craft? So Create and Craft is the shopping channel that we have a retail partnership with here in the UK, like we do with HSN in the States. So a lot of the guys talk about going down to Peterborough or being at Telly, as they call it, or Create and Craft. That is what they mean. So the guys are always off doing shows down there. When can we find you back on Create and Craft, Debbie?
I am back on Friday. I am back down there Friday. I can't work from home, Joe, so I go where my work is. So I'm working from Peterborough on Friday. I am. So I've got some nice things on.
What have you got? Do you know?
I have the Debbie Fisher Edgeables. I call them the Debbie Fisher Edgeables because
are these the ones that sold out in record time?
Absolutely, yes. So we've got some
Debbie Fishables.
A Debbie Fishaball. That's the one.
That's what they need to be called. That's what the collection should have been called, Debbie Fishables.
I love it.
Right, what are you gonna take us through these fancy fonts?
I am. I fancy doing another card for you because we've got a bit of time. We've got some extra time. Oh, look at me little orange fingers. I'll show you as well some different
techniques. You look like you've been eating a lot of What's-Its, Debbie.
They look
Cheetos.
like What's-Its. It looks like, actually, one of my favourite crisps, What's-Its. Does look like I've had my hands in the big.
You have got a bag of What's-Its in the house. I've seen them.
Big Whoppers now though, Joe. Big, huge What's-Its right up my street.
Oh, you've seen the size of her What's-Its then? Massive.
Right, so I'm going to use the Thanks for this one. So this is the Thanks font. Let me get this right. This is the Thanks Fancy Font die and stamp set because this one's gorgeous as well. I just think they're an incredible price individually as well as in a bundle. They're just an incredible deal. And do you know what I love about these, Joe? Is that beautiful font. And sometimes when you don't want to do anything other than say a few words, these are perfect for that occasion. So this is Thanks for Everything. Now again, you can see we've got that lovely fancy font script die, and then the rest on here is the words that you need to put together. You could just have thanks on its own if that's what you want to do and ignore the stamps, but bringing them all together is absolutely fabulous. Thanks for everything, thanks so much, thanks a bunch, thanks for all you do, thanks for your help, thanks a million, and then you've got just a note to say thanks, and then special thanks on there as well. Absolutely fabulous. Now, I'm going to do a couple of things with this because I'm going to use it as a background technique, and I'm also going to use, so I've taken, as if by magic, a bit of blue from that beautiful bright textured cardstock that we had on the 5 in 5. And I'm going to do a little technique where you can use the words to create a background. So I'm just going to show you. I'm going to cut one out in white first, so pop that on there. Place that on. Now pop that, oh Debbie, never risk it with the Gemini. Look at that, it's a good job I didn't. Always tape it down when, you know.
What are you like?
I knew that would come in. I knew it would come in out because I just was going to say, what am I like? And then I thought, best not do because Joe's in the room.
It's good you got a saying though, Debbie. I don't think I've got one.
Have you not got one?
I don't think I've got a saying.
I like yours, shut the front door,
oh,
close
shut
the back
the door.
Well, the rest of it and that bit.
Shut the front door, shut the back door, put the bins out, run the dust around, that one.
I like that one. I like that one, Joe. I like
Maybe
that.
that's my saying.
Really
Good point.
It's a good saying,
Thank
yes.
you.
Trying to think what
other ones have I got? Let me know in the comments. What are your sayings as well?
we all have them, Joe. We all have them. We all have them.
Craig's, what are Craig's?
Oh, that's
you know
a
what
good
Leanne's
one.
is, don't you?
No, what's Leanne's?
I'm ready.
Oh, bless her. Yes, that is. I'm trying to think what Sarah's is.
Tremendous.
Oh, tremendous, of course. I once said it and someone said to me,
Tremendous.
oh, you've been hanging around Sarah a little bit too much because I said tremendous. I love that word. It is tremendous. Tremendous working for such a lovely, wonderful
Fiona's
lady.
is gorgeous, isn't it?
Gorgeous and...
gorgeous.
She just said gorgeous
Gorgeous.
a lot.
I
Yes.
say gorgeous a lot.
I'm trying to think.
She's
what
got
else?
another one as well.
Do you know she does? She's got a
commenting,
few.
let us know what they are.
Absolutely.
We've all got them, haven't we?
Oh, what?
We've all got them.
We have all
Things
got
that
them,
we
yes.
say.
We have all got them, Joe. Now, I've cut one out in white and I've cut one out in blue, but I'm going to put that blue to one side because blue on blue just disappears in background a little bit. However, when we put white onto the blue, this really does look fabulous. Now, I've already taken one, so I'm going to place one on and I've popped it on a Xyron just to show you what I mean. So again, I'm just going to pop that at the top. Now, you're probably thinking,
Bernie's
what is she doing?
Bernie's is grippy on the top, slippy on the bottom.
I like
Could be
that
about
one.
anything, couldn't it?
Oh, God, that's a good one. I like that.
What is it about? It's about the quilting pattern guides. That's what it's about.
Hey, that is funny. I love that. So again, I tell you what, I'm gonna pop that. No, I'm gonna go there. So if you see what I'm doing, Joe, I'm actually just overhanging over the edge, and you're probably thinking, well, you've gone a little bit mad, girl. You've not got it on properly. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my little scissors. Let's go medium scissors for this one, and I'm just gonna trim that off. Now I know you're thinking, what you're doing.
I like
but
this,
all will
Debbie.
become clear in a moment. Just bear with me for a second. I'm going to trim that off there. And all it's doing is giving you a different way of creating a nice little background. So that's that one. Oh, look at this. That's looking fabulous. Shall I cut a couple more, Joe, while you're busy having a look at some of the comments with the other things?
Yeah.
Go on then, I'll cut a couple more and then I'll build this one.
Bernie says you got it, Joe. That is what she says about. Sonia says, Joe, shut the front door. Is a saying I use all the time. Love your little extra bits. Who is it else saying here? Cindy says, makes me giggle every time. Shut the front door. Ray says, my daughter rolls every time she hears you say that, Joe. LOL. So that's made me think of something really funny. You know, LOL, it means laugh out loud, doesn't it?
Yes.
Someone I know, or is it someone I know, or is it, you know, it's hard to tell whether it's someone you know, it's just an urban myth that you've heard so many times that it's become someone you know. Yeah, it was basically someone's nan or auntie or something, something really, really bad happened, and they text someone else to say how bad it was that this thing had happened, and then at the end they put LOL because they thought it meant lots of love.
Oh no!
It really doesn't. It means laugh out loud. Can you imagine how mortified would you be?
I love that. Oh no, I shouldn't say I love that because that's awful. I mean, I wouldn't have liked it if I'd have seen it because I'd been like, what's going off there? Now, again, I'm just popping on this little bit because you're probably thinking, Debbie, she's lost a plot. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim this off again, and then I'm going to use the bit that I've trimmed off. So when I just pop this on now, I'm just going to place that over there. So I'm not actually wasting anything, but it just gives you that little background detail. And I'm going to bring in the one that I did earlier, just so you can see what I mean, because that's where I've started. But if you carry on going, that's the effect that you're going to have. And I just think it looks really clever, a really nice way of doing it, of creating your own little background there. And I've taken a piece of cardstock, I've done a bit of matting and layering, and then I'm going to just place this on. Let's just go all the way around. Again, tape pen, wouldn't be without them. But we're just going to go over there just to give that little bit of matting and layering. There we are. Perfect. And then lastly, I'm going to bring in now a little one that I've stamped, 1,000,000 for everything. What's missing, Joe?
Thanks.
Yay! And as if by magic, my blue one is all ready and waiting. Let's pop that just over there. I've got my little blue one already loaded up onto my Xyron, and I'm just going to pop that down there. Look at this.
Yeah, loads of people could send. Thank yous are probably a really popular card to be sending at the moment, isn't it? Because, you know, a lot of people are doing a lot of lovely things for people. Gwen saying she loves to say, hold the phone. That's her favourite saying.
Hold the phone?
Hold the phone.
Hold the phone.
Shut the front door, hold the phone. That looks wonderful, Debbie.
Thank you very much. Quick and simple, very easy again though. There's no, you know, sometimes it's like we try and overthink things. That technique with the baker's twine and the ink, very simple technique. Again, very simple technique with this die. It's just thinking of different ways that you can use it to make it very versatile. I have got some more samples of them. Can I just grab a few to show you? Oops, don't throw them in bin, Debbie, don't throw them in bin. Right, let me just, oh, I love this one. I'm going to have to show you this one. Look at this, I love this. You're probably thinking, oh, how cute is that? Using the nesting dies, would you believe? But then, lovely. It's just so gorgeous. I think that card is absolutely beautiful. I love this. Look again, a little tag there. Thanks. Use your things that you have in your stash, which is things like, is this another easel card? Use things like your embossing folders and simply add a few little embellishments on there. Oh, sparkle pens, look. Sparkle, I say sparkle pens, sparkle ink background, and then just use a couple of the sentiments.
Do you think you
again.
could get those in your mini, Debbie?
Absolutely can get them in your mini. I might have to whip my mini out, Joe. I might just whip it out.
Fabulous.
I tell you what, let me move them to one side. Have you got something?
Shall I let you have?
I'll whip my mini out.
I'll whip your mini out for you if you want, because I've got one over here.
Thank you very much. Have you
here
got
we
yours
are.
all handy?
I've got a box for my mini. Let me show you here what you're getting, because we've got a fabulous deal on the mini, which is wonderful. Now, you're getting everything you'd expect. So you're going to get the shim and the plastic folder. So the shim is what you'd use if you're using a 2D embossing folder, and the folder is what you put stuff inside rather than having plates, basically. And then you've got the Mini itself. It's got this lovely, so you can get quite a lot in here. And also it's small in size, but it is mighty in power, this. And the great thing is, because it's hand wound, you take it anywhere you want to. You've got a little user guide coming in there as well. Now, $29.99 is what you'd normally pay for the Mini on its own. However, today we're going to give you the bag, and the bag is worth £12.99. So let me just pop everything that I need to put into the Mini. So you've got everything you need in here, somewhere for everything. You've got a couple of little slots to pop things in. This bit here is removable as well, so if you want to, you can just take that bit out. It's completely up to you. I can get all of my some of my dies in the top of here. We can put our shim into here. I've got room to put my plastic folder in there as well. We can zip that up and we can go on a little crafty road trip then, Debbie. So you can, off we go. You can craft anywhere, but a lot of people use these side by side, their Gemini and their Gemini Junior, because if you're just doing something small, you want to get it through quick, you can really get a lot done, especially if you go for a couple of the extra folders as well. You know, lay them all out and then just pop them through one after the other. And also, you've got smaller embellishing dies and sentiment dies. You can run them through here quickly while something else is going through your bigger machine. So there's loads of different options for you, but definitely get it whilst it's on this deal, because what normally would happen is we'd charge you $29.99 just for the Mini, and it would be a fabulous deal at $29.99. However, get it whilst you're going to get that bag free of charge, because we know so many of you come back and buy the bag at a later date. So why not get it whilst you've got it on the fabulous deal, including that bag. Now, why do you love yours, Debbie?
Oh, you nearly caught me out there. I was just doing a little bit of measuring, then I was making sure my little pieces of the cardstock fit. I'll tell you why I love my Gemini Mini. It may be mini in stature and mini in size, but it has this name in the front of it, and it's called Gemini. And that means it comes with the same powerful punch that all the rest of the Gemini machines do. And I absolutely love it. I tell you why I love it as well. It's a manual, it's lightweight, it's portable. It means you can pop it into your bag, you can take it to your craft classes when they'll come back and running, but you can take it anywhere on the go, literally use this little Mini. It also fits perfectly, as our Debbie pointed out, it fits perfectly on the top of your Gemini, so you can pop that onto the Gemini and have space saving ideas as well. But I want to show you 4 powerful suckers on the bottom. And I bet you're thinking, yeah, what? So literally, it could not be any easier to use. Can I just tell you? Perfect for righties or lefties as well, can I just say, because you can turn it either way. But you can pop this on. Now, literally, you pop it onto the top of your glass mat and you push down. And it is that simple. And I tell you what I'm going to do. Levitating. Big, heavy glass mat. That is just showing you how powerful those suckers are. Literally, you've just got Joe's just giving me a look. Literally, to get this off, you're just going to gently rock it forward and it comes off. When you want to secure it back down, you just press it on, done and dusted. And it comes with 2 very simple plates to use. You get a purple shim and you get a clear plastic folder. That is it. No more. So there is no complicated plates. How do I do it for an embossing folder? How do I do it for 3D embossing folder? How do I do it for a die, thin metal die? What can I? It's none of that. It's very simple to use. Now, I've got a couple of things. Got a little embossing folder here. I've got one of those Edgeables. I've taken the butterfly lace, and I was just checking when you saw me measuring, because I just wanted to point out that this platform is a 3 by 6 inches. So if your dies can fit in the middle of there, yes, it can. Let me just show you. There you go. Look at that, perfect. Now I've taken some of that gorgeous cardstock again. I can't help it, I just love the stuff and I do use this ever such a lot. And I'm just going to show you, you pop that in there, could not be any simpler. Fold that up, then feed it through the mouth and you just feed that through, hold your top of your Gemini Mini and you turn your handle. This machine is perfect for any crafter of any ability. I tell you what, it's also perfect for your kiddies in your life, because there's no electricity, nothing like that to run through it as well. It's so straightforward, but this is the magical bit. The powerful machine is a Gemini, and the Gemini Mini just shows you how incredibly powerful that is. And I'm just going to get my scissors to release this Edgeable. And again, when he showed you that technique earlier, this is exactly what you could do with this if you had a little mini. Now, apart from my little, where's my poker tool? Poker tool, Debbie, poker tool, what did you do with it? You put it back in your bag, girl. Get that out there. I'm just going to poke those through so that you can see exactly how powerful this machine is. And look at that. So if I just take that close up, can you see? Oh, I need a bit of white cardstock. 2 seconds, Joe. Let me get hold of a piece of white cardstock. I want you to see how fabulous that die has cut through that cardstock, through this fabulous little mini machine. Absolutely incredible. It really is a fabulous, fabulous machine. I think if it can do this, this is what you would find on your big electronic die cutting machines. But when you know that the little mini can do it just as well, great opportunity to get into the world of die cutting and embossing. Absolutely fabulous, Joe.
And also great, a lot of people are taking up crafting for the first time at the moment. Maybe you don't want to invest in a big machine. Maybe you want to be sure that you're into card making and die cutting. What a great chance to try out die cutting for the first time. $29.99. And then don't think if you come back and invest in a larger machine at a later date that you're not going to use this machine. So many people we know have the large Gemini, the Junior, the Go, and the Mini, and get use out of every single one of those machines as well. So yes, it might be a great first machine, but it's also going to sit side by side those bigger machines too. If you want to go for that $29.99, $44.95, make sure you get it whilst you're getting the free bag included, because so many of you come back and get that bag after you've got the machine and you'll pay $12.99 for it. Why would you, when you can get it for free with your Mini today? Make sure you grab that. Now that Zentangle kit that we showed you, really busy on this one. £29 if you're in the UK, $41 if you're in the US. Come and get a bit zen with us. You've got the rocker blocks, you've got the stamps, you've got the art liners, sorry, and you've got the Finesse alcohol proof ink pad within there as well. Now, the string pull, what a fabulous technique that was. We loved seeing that earlier in the show. And this is the perfect piece of kit that's going to allow you to do that. Everything that you've got there. So you've got the Nina, you've got the sparkle inks. Now, the sparkle inks are just the same as our sparkle pens, but they are, I think you get 6 times the amount of ink in the pot, than 4 times the amount of ink in the pot than you do in the pen. So it really is great value. You've got 90 mils in total there. You're also going to get the dye, you've got the twine as well, at $19.50 or $29. Those storage folders are really busy. Now, normally what we do with this is we bring you the storage folders and we bring it you with either the acrylic or we bring it with a magnetic or one of each, or we just thought we wanted to give you a deal today where you got the folders on their own, and then you can go and buy the magnetics or the acrylics, or maybe you've got them already and you need the new folders. This is just the folders on their own, the large one and the small one, £26 or $29 is your price. Now, I was honestly, I didn't know where I was coming or going there. I was wandering around like no one's business. I wanted to just quickly grab the Edgeables. Now, remember a couple of different ways of getting hold of the Edgeables that we've got in the show today. So you can go for the Edgeable starter kit, which is this one just here. £23 this will be, or $31. So you're going to get this beautiful, this is the traditional lace that you're getting in there. If you want to see more techniques of what you can do with your Edgeables, then definitely go back and watch the masterclass with myself and Sarah. It was a couple of weeks ago now. I think it might have been 2 weeks to the day, but don't hold me to it. Now, not only this, because it's a starter collection, you're going to get everything you need to create something fabulous. So you're also going to get a tape pen. We're going to give you some beautiful ribbon as well. And as well as the ribbon, we're going to give you some cardstock, which also matches the ribbon beautifully. So it is the Garden of Love mirrored cardstock. It's the same colour tones as that ribbon, so you know you're going to be able to create something amazing quite quickly. Don't get your fingers all over it like I have. Now, if you've already got Edgeables, or you're familiar with the concept of Edgeables, and you're thinking, well, do you know what, I've already got the other elements, I don't need a tape pen or a or cardstock, then we've completely got you taken care of as well. So you're still going to get the traditional lace that we spoke about, but there's also a collection where going for the whole collection is the best way to get the best value. In this one, you're then also going to get heartfelt wishes, which has got this lovely heart design across there. We've got butterfly lace for you, which is that one just there. Then we also have Edwardian rose, as you can see here. This one would look beautiful paper piece back together, or I'd love to see that done with the, what's it called, Debbie, where you have the acetate behind and you colour it? Is it stained glass window?
Stained glass window.
Yes, that would look gorgeous, wouldn't it, for that, with that. This one is Venetian scrolls that we've got just here. And again, don't think about these, just have to go into the edge. There's so many different ways of using these, and there's loads of inspiration in that Sarah's masterclass. You've then got the ornate henna as well, just here. So you get all of those for £42. If you wanted to just grab a couple of them, they're usually £9.99. If you wanted to just grab a couple of them, then you can, 2 for $15 or for $24 if you want to get them that way. Now, is that everything in the show? I'm trying to think. Oh, can I just remind you of the stamping mat? The cushion for the pushin', as we called it. This is fantastic. So this basically, it's, I think, for the reason, it's only for 24 hours, this deal, because it is our hero tool. All of our other deals, unless they're time sensitive, they last for 48 hours here on Crafty TV. Now, these are fabulous because a lot of people, maybe you're stamping, maybe you're getting splodges, maybe you're not getting, you know, splooshes. Where is it a sploosh? I don't know. Where it doesn't look right, basically. And maybe you're thinking, is it the stamp that I'm using? Have you tried using a different ink? It's just not working for you. Maybe it's the surface that you're stamping it onto. So this is a foam, but it's a super firm foam, but it just has a little bit of cushion on it. So it means that as you press down on it with your stamp, you're going to get a lovely, clean, clear, crisp stamp every single time that you use it. It's great to have a discount. We don't normally discount core items such as this. £4.79 in the UK, £6.36 if you're in the US. Now, we're going to go back to Debbie. Have you got one last demo for us, Debbie?
I have. Oh, I tell you, you're making that whip crack today, you are. Being back up here, I can hear it. You're working me hard, you really are. But I just want to show you a few more samples of the different things that you can do with Edgeables. I could sing till the cows come home when it comes to an Edgeable because they are such a versatile die. They do all sorts of different techniques. And I've just got a few samples that, just in case you've just tuned in and you're wondering, what's she banging on about with these Edgeables? Let me just show you straight away. This is how an Edgeable is designed on the top of the edge of your card, and that is absolutely beautiful, just with some inking technique over the top of it. But you can do things like take it down the side of your card so you can have a beautiful decorative panel down either side of there. When you take your gatefold cards, this is the kind of thing you can do. You can add this into your gatefold by taking that down either side of your gatefold. You could add it as a panel and use that as a panel. You can go diagonally, you can take them into things like stepper cards, edger cards, twisted easel cards, all those kind of things. I'm going to just use it, cutting it directly into the middle of the cardstock for this particular one, and I'm using the Venetian scrolls. Now on each single Edgeable, the outside die cuts just at the top of the die. Let me just hold that there for a second. So the start of the cutting point starts here and goes all the way along the top and then stops at the bottom. What it means is there's no cutting line that takes that out. So it means it stays within the cardstock, which is why we call it an Edgeable. Now I've taken a piece of cardstock and it's just a little bit bigger than 5x7. But what I've done is I've popped a little score line going along the top. I don't know if you can see that, but you could put a little pencil mark on there if you want. Now I'm just going to turn that to one side and I'm going to open that up because I only want it to die cut on this section here where that panel is. So bearing in mind that that die cutting point is just there, I'm going to line that up onto the top of my cardstock and onto the top of that line. I'm going to take some tape and tape that down. Oops, my low tack tape stuck to my counter side. And I'm just going to hold that into place there. One little top tip, if you are using tape, is just pop it on the outside, which is the bit that I'm going to cut out, because that's the bit that I'm cutting out. Right, so plates. Normal combination for your plates, take that off, Debs, is your thin cutting die plate combination sandwich. So just run that through your Gemini. Don't forget, you've just seen me run that butterfly one through the mini. it depends on the style of card you're going for as to where you want to take this. So by that I mean I'm using a bigger cardstock, so I've got on big plates. The one that I did earlier, I did exactly the same because it was a bigger plate. If you're using it as just little tiny panels, you can use your smaller machines as well. So really, honestly, versatile dies, like I said, so many ways that you're going to be able to use this. Now, before I take this off, and I'm just going to take the tape off, and when I say just before I take it off, before I take my die off the cardstock, I'm going to use this as a stencil. So again, another little technique that you can do with this. I don't want to lift this off. What I'm going to do is take our quick dry ink pads, which I do believe are on the show today, Joe, and I'm just going to use one of the quick dry ink pads to use this as a stencil. So I'm not going to worry about going over the edge because this is the bit that I'm cutting off again. So I'm just running the ink all the way through that die. And this is going to act as a stencil, and it's going to colour all those bits that you can see, but keep the underneath bit clear. Does that make sense, Joe?
It does.
That makes sense.
I didn't realise you could just put the ink on the die. I thought you'd end up with an inky die. Is it just wipe off the die?
Just wipe it off, yeah. Just get a little wipe off, yeah. So again, just another little idea that you can do. And then what you're going to do is lift that off, and you can see that beautiful ink design. What I'm just going to do though is get my scissors because I need to cut this little bit here and then cut down here to create my off panel, and I'll show you how easy that is to do. So scissors, and I'm using the 6-inch ones, but you can use the larger ones or the smaller ones depending on what you want to do. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut down that score line of my card, just place that down and cut all the way. And then,
just looking at you with those scissors, Debbie, do you think you'd be any good at cutting hair?
Oh.
Because I've been desperately searching for someone to cut my hair all week. I've asked Sarah, she doesn't think she'd be very good at it. Leanne, she said she definitely wasn't the person to ask.
Well, I'm just going to say I've tried it with the kids before in the past, before all this lockdown. If you were to go by my kids, they'd say, absolutely not. Oh, and let me just tell you,
there's got to be someone here.
Can I just tell you, when I first started, I've been working for Crafters now for, I'm going to my 4th year, literally coming up to the 4th year. I used to have no fringe. So I had really long hair. And then I got really fed up. So I decided to take our wonderful scissors and I pushed everything forward and went like that, straight across. What I hadn't realised was that I'd been pulling my hair down. So when it lifted off, it sprung back up. I had what we'll call a micro fringe. Not a good look. A micro fringe. My eldest daughter has a micro fringe. It's those very small, tiny little fringes like this.
Yeah.
And my eldest daughter, she rocks the look. She looks amazing. Didn't look quite as good on her elderly mother, let's just say. So
you're not elderly.
Well, I'm at that mark. I'm at that midway point in my life.
Middle-aged is what they call that, Debbie. Not elderly.
Sounds old. It sounds old, Joe. It sounds old. Can I just show you though? If I do a little close-up so you can see now how that acts as a stencil. There we go. I keep forgetting I'm trying to shove it in your face, Joe. I'm trying to shove it in your face. But then all I'm going to do is literally now mount up.
What Debbie doesn't know, people at home have no idea what that means is, because where Debbie can see me is in front of Debbie there is a monitor, a TV monitor, so she keeps going to show me in front of her and forcing it that way. That's what she means.
I'm getting carried away, Joe. You can tell I haven't been here for a while, can't you?
Christine says she used to have a hair licence. She would come and do it with a mask on if we lived closer. She's in the US. I think I might struggle to get there for now. I bet if I'm ever local, I'll definitely hit you up for a haircut, Christine. Don't you worry. Ray saying, how do you clean it off the metal? Baby wipe or soap and water, or the ink off of the metal die?
I will show you, Joe, because there's no, it's not rocket science, this one. Let me just tell you, it is a case of get all your bits out of your die, because I've left all my bits in. And then I'm just going to take Debbie, what have you done with it? You could use a wipe. I'm using a what's it called? Biodegradable wipe.
A biodegradable
wipe. Just wiping that off. Or take a tissue, wipe it off with a tissue, or dip it in the water, hot soapy water, and let it dry. You're not going to do any damage because it is just a bit of metal dye. You won't do any damage, I promise. And it's just so easy to use. Now, I've just been busy mounting my mat and layering onto there, using some of that gorgeous Summer Breeze. Actually, is that the Summer Breeze paper pad? Oh, I can't remember, Joe. I can't remember now. Oh, let me just use my glue gun though. Let's poke a little bit of that glue. There we go. Let's pop a little bit of glue on. Let's hold that into place. I'm going to pop that just in the middle. And then tape pen again. Let's pop my tape pen. Let's get a little bit of that on there. Oh, I've lost my ribbon. Oh, Debbie. I like my ribbon and I've lost my ribbon. However, not to worry. What am I like? I know I'm always losing bits and bobs, let me tell you. But look how beautiful that is. And that's just taking it across, I'd say a third of the cardstock.
Yeah, I like it.
Go a little bit further down and cut it into the middle of the cardstock. But there's lots of ways that you can use these wonderful versatile dies. Edgeables are by far my favourite dies ever.
That's great. I love it. Could you, if you wanted to, use the... let me try and think of how to explain this. Could you use the top of the Edgeable to cut that backing paper and like offset it, lift it up? Will it cut the top part? Does that make any sense to you?
In a fashion.
Okay, that's a really diplomatic way of saying no.
I was just going to say I found my ribbon, Joe. That's what I was going to tell you. So
did
you're
you
going to have to
fork
run
it?
that question by me again, because I tell you what, I found my ribbon. I got right excited and I weren't listening.
You've not forked it.
I didn't. No, I didn't fork it. I didn't.
Oh, Debbie, what are you like?
There's a fly in here, Joe. There's a little fly in here.
Could you use the Edgeable? See the backing paper that you stuck behind the Edgeable?
Yes.
Could you use the Edgeable to cut that bit out and put like a different one?
Of
Do you know what I mean? Like a corso, like
yes. Of course, you definitely could.
I don't know what that means, but I think Debbie gets it.
I'm looking at that sign. I'm not quite sure what that means in English, Joe. But yes, that would work just as well. It really would. And that a nice little technique again. And he's learning. He's learning.
I'm getting learning. I mean, I've been here months.
Coming up with all these wonderful ideas. I need to get on phone with him. What am I doing? I feel like I've gone Peter Kay. I need to get on the phone, you know, one of those things you phone.
Why is this the phone?
I feel like I'm talking to my little granddaughter now, because I'm always doing this with the phone. Because she's got one of them little spinny phones, you know, that make a brrrr, brrrr, that kind of noise. But I should get on the phone next time, Joe, and ask you some of your fantastic ideas before I come and demonstrate.
No, I mean all the ideas, but I've no idea how to actually implement any of it, Debbie. I must add. Thank you, Debbie. It's been an absolute pleasure. It's been lovely having you back. And Debbie and I, we're back tomorrow for the carload preview, won't we? 11 a.m.
Absolutely. Ooh. Can't wait.
It's going to be fabulous. We'll see Debbie then. Now, I want to just quickly take a moment to give you a reminder of some of the cartload items that we had this morning in our Christmas craft vault that was on in the earlier show. It's all in this show as well, so you can still shop it all. I'll just whiz you through them because they were buy one get one free, and they were fantastic value too. So this one here is the Gemini Shaker Card Stamp and Die Christmas bundle. You've got two different bundles within there to make two different styles of shaker card. Now, foil stamp and die. Foil stamp die, that's the one I was going for. Foil stamp die Christmas collection. Two sentiment foil stamp dies there. You've got the Snowflake and the Merry and Bright. Both of those $9.99. Should be $9.99 each, or $12.95 if you're in the US. The rubber stamp collection, these are lovely. These would look beautiful heat embossed, especially the one Snowflake Kisses there. You're also getting Holly Grove even, not Holy Grove, it'll be something completely different. £4.99 or $6.99 to get both of those. We've got some sentiment dies for you. These are lovely. All of the Christmas words that you might need here. $14.99 gets you both sets, or $20.99 to grab them. Build a character. This was the most popular of all of the craft vault items in the earlier show. The penguin is absolutely adorable. It really is. You've also got the little elf in there as well. £11.99 or $16.95. Remember, if you want to go back and watch the whole show back from this morning, if you've loved this and this has been fun, you can watch the one back from this morning. It's there right now over on the Crafters TV page of our website. Alicia's saying, thank you again, Debbie and Joe. Great show. Carol's saying this show's gone so quickly. It really has, hasn't it, Carol? Angela's talking about the Summer Breeze paper pad. Is the Gemini Go the same size opening as the mini manual? Yes, it is, Shirley. Ray says, She's not a day over 40, Joe. Don't let her lie to you. He. Talking about Debbie. Yeah, any recommendations you got about how I'm going to keep this in check, try and maybe cut the hair and sort the beard out, do let me know, because I mean, at the moment, I think I'm just going to have to shave it off. I don't really see any other option. Debbie doesn't like me with a shaved head. When I grew it back, she said, oh, I really like your hair this length. And I said, that's code for saying you hated it when it shaved it off, wasn't it? And she said, yeah, it is. This was at my previous job. So she didn't tell me at the time when I shaved it off. I just don't see any other option, Debbie. I think it's all going to have to come off. Don't forget, you can keep placing your order over on our website even after the hour as well. All the deals live there for 48 hours, apart from the stamping mat, the Hero tool. That's only going to be there for 24 hours, so do make sure you get that. Tomorrow, still loads to come this week, by the way, here on Crafty TV. 11 AM here in the UK tomorrow, or 6 AM on the East Coast. It's the Cartload preview. So it's the same deals that you'll find in the later Cartload show. What we do is focus on a few of them and do much more in-depth demos than we would normally for Cartload. And then tomorrow night at 7 PM here in the UK, or 2 PM on the East Coast, it'll be Cartload with myself and Sarah for the main event. And then Friday, we'll be here for Colour Me Happy. It's going to be aqua markers this week. I'm really looking forward to that. Oh, and that's not where the action ends, because the best of is here with myself. That'll be up at 11 AM on Saturday, taking a look at all the highlights from the last week or so. And then we thought we'd let you do some crafting on Sunday. You've got some time to catch up on some crafting on Sunday before we start the whole week over again on Monday. If you are in the UK or you're in Europe, I hope you have a fabulous evening. If you are stateside, then I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you back here bright and early tomorrow. Take care.